To get a high band score in IELTS, you need to be able to use a wide range of vocabulary, and this includes academic vocabulary. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you 5 words from the academic word list. That's the list of the 570 most common academic words in the English language. It's a really useful resource. And if you want to learn all 570 words, then click on the link in the description below the video, which will take you to a really great resource for you. So here now are 5 words from the academic word list.
And here are 5 more words from sublist 4. Debate, despite, dimension, domestic, emerge. Debate. Debate is your first word, which means to discuss a subject formally. For example, they had a heated debate about the cause of habitat loss. Some forms, so debate is a noun and it can be used as a verb, debatable. And some examples, it is debatable whether or not living together before marriage reduces the chance of divorce. My girlfriend and I are debating whether we should buy a house or not. The national emblem of Belarus has undergone a great deal of debate over the past few years. The extent to which German citizens knew of the mass murder of Jews has been a much debated issue. Some collocations: academic debate, considerable debate, contemporary debate, heated debate, ongoing debate. And some synonyms: discussion, exchange of views, discourse, parley, argument, dispute, debate. The next word is despite. Despite, which means without being affected by something. For example, she has decided to stay with her husband despite the fact that he has an affair. There's only one form, so let's go straight to the examples. Henry went rock climbing despite his fear of heights. The children played football all afternoon despite the rain and wind. And we can also use despite at the start of a sentence. Despite his struggles against poverty and illness, the great composer Schubert composed ceaselessly. Despite growing up in poverty, she managed to become one of the wealthiest women in Thailand. So some synonyms here. In spite of is the closest one, notwithstanding, regardless of, in defiance of, without being affected by, and in the face of. Despite. And the next word, dimension. Dimension, which means the size of something, including its length, width and height, and also a particular aspect of something, which is often used in academic writing as well. His coaching has added another dimension to my game, so it's enhanced my game, made it better. Dimension is a noun. Dimensional is the adjective form, and multidimensional is another adjective. There is a political as well as a social dimension to this problem. The dimensions of the tragedy are still difficult to comprehend. Homelessness is a multidimensional problem which cannot be resolved by simply passing laws. She is working on new technology to produce phone games that are 3-dimensional. Cultural dimension is a common collocation: political dimension, social dimension, new dimension, further dimension, and some synonyms: aspect, consideration, importance, size, extent, and scale. So the last 3 are to do with the size meaning of dimension. And the next word, domestic. Domestic. This means happening within one country, also one household. For example, I usually drink domestic beers, but sometimes I'll have an imported one as a special treat. So it's a noun, domestic. Domesticate is a verb. Domestic, an adjective. Domestically, an adverb. And some examples: dogs have been domesticated by man for thousands and thousands of years. Unfortunately, his domestic life wasn't very happy. Because Ecuador exports agricultural commodities, fluctuations in world market prices can have a serious domestic impact. Domestically produced beers are much cheaper than imports. Domestic market, domestic sphere, domestic violence, domestic economy, purely domestic are all common collocations and some synonyms. National, state, home, local, internal and interior. Domestic. And the next word is emerge. Emerge, which is to move out of or away from something and to become visible as a result. So, for example, a tiny chick emerged slowly from its egg. Here are the forms. So emergence is a noun form. Emerge is the verb form. Re-emerge. Emerging. Emergent. And some examples. The lead guitarist's talent as a singer emerged when he began to perform solo in bars around town. A person who emerges from childhood without a strong motivation to achieve is unlikely to do well in medical school. The emergence of China as a major economic force has had a profound impact on global politics. Vietnam is an emerging economic power in Southeast Asia. And some common collocations: newly emerging, begin to emerge, bound to emerge, likely to emerge, emerge from, and some synonyms: become known, become apparent, become evident, be revealed, come to light, come out, emerge. And here are your 5 words again: debate, despite, dimension, domestic, emerge.
So I hope you enjoyed that lesson and found it useful. If you would like to learn the entire academic word list, all 570 words, and get hundreds of quizzes, worksheets and activities to help you learn these words, then please check out my course, which is on Udemy. Just click on the link in the description below the video, just down there. So thanks very much for watching.